Okay, so I realized after recording this that, like, I'm not someone with a big following. So, watching me go through patch notes whilst looking at the actual patch notes isn't going to be entertaining for you. So, I've put some peak gameplay on the background instead. Enjoy! Okay, welcome back. This is going to be my raw, unfiltered reaction to the Marvel Rivals Season 6 patch notes or balance notes. This is going to be the make or break patch notes for me. If these patch notes are bad, I'm going to quit the game. I'm going to quit. This season's meta was genuinely horrible. It was horrible. Right. Angela, we're making it slightly easier to knock Angela out of the fray. Reduce shielded stance shield value from 350 to 300. I like that. I like that. The only thing with me is, when it comes to shields and HP, I find that knocking someone's HP down does a lot more for their survivability than knocking their shield down. I know Angela's base HP is low anyway, I think it's 550 or something like that. If she didn't have the team up, she'd be at 450, I think, with Thor. So I understand why they've done this to the shield, and yeah, it is useful because Angela was really good at getting out of fights with like even a quarter of her HP left. Like, it was really difficult to actually punish an Angela for doing a bad dive. So yeah, this is nice. I like that. Captain America, it's time for a little more star-spangled offense. Reduce Vibranium Energy Soar cooldown from 8 seconds to 6 seconds. Vibranium Energy Soar. What is that? Is that? I don't play much Cap, so the Cap mains will have to educate me on this. I think this is his shield throw, I believe. So I think that's good. I think that's good. I know you can do the animation cancel on him as well, but yeah, I think this should be good for him. He was already good this season, so I mean, he was good in my elo, I guess. I'm not sure how well he fared in high elo. Probably not very well. Doctor Strange, this is a change I'm very excited for. I'm really excited for this. They also said that a Gamma Team Up, well, they hinted at Gamma Team Up returning in Season 6.5. Prime Strange is coming back. The Sorcerer Supreme is more agile and dangerous than ever. Increase the Maelstrom of Madness conversion ratio of Dark Magic from 1.2 to 1.3. Okay, so to anyone that doesn't understand this, this is a really powerful change. I can see a lot more play for his ult now. Obviously, he can still get cancelled. He's not unstoppable during it. There's a lot of counterplay. But having this available to you, especially in like a in a scenario where you need to win a team fight with a game-changing ult, this is it. This essentially guarantees kills on squishies. It guarantees it. It's really good. Cloak of Levitation new effect. Recasting during use now interrupts the ability, preserves current movement speed, and allows for new movement input to change trajectory. Recasting, so you use it again, interrupts, preserves current movement speed, and allows for new movement input to change trajectory. Okay. I don't really understand what this means. Maybe you can like do a hop through the air. I don't like Hulk. I don't know. We'll have to see this in game so I can test it. Sounds fun though. Yeah, I think Strange. I'm gonna be playing a lot more Strange next season. Problem with Strange was that he just didn't have much. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was a tank like Mag. He just wasn't Mag. I think is the best way to put Strange. But yeah. Oh my god. Emma Frost got buffed? Why? Oh my god. Okay. I don't know why they do stuff like this, man. No one asks for Emma buffs, they buff Emma anyway. Just, if no one asks for buffs, don't buff. It's as simple as that. Whatever. The White Queen's energy gain gets a little more dazzling. Okay, so there's nothing damage. Okay, it's just the energy gain. Hero hits from 10 per second to 12 per second. Sentience. Sentience. That must be the mind crystal that she creates, I think. I don't know. From 15 seconds to 18 per second, and shield hits from 5 per second to 6 per second. Okay, that means she'll get to 100, her full DPS a lot faster. I don't really mind that. The only problem with Emma is that she's already a dominant tank. Like, she has both really good poke and really good brawl. Like, just having on-demand unstoppable is such a powerful ability. Like, Thing has it, but he's just running around and he can't do damage during it. Emma has it, and she can both do damage, and she can choke slam you into the ground, and she can kick you into a wall and deal half your health if you're squishy. Make it make sense. And now they're buffing her base damage as well, so she'll just be like farming her all off tanks now. Okay, I'll just gloss over that one. Stronger than ever, Hulk's survivability and threat level get a gamma boost. Excellent, excellent. Hulk has been in the absolute trenches this season. I haven't seen a single Hulk in any of my games. I haven't seen a single one. Every single one I've seen, I just mowed down with Wolverine. Maybe that's a reflection on me and not on them. Regardless, reduce Hero Hulk Incredible Leap minimum charge time from 0.5 seconds to... I'm assuming that's supposed to say 0.4 seconds. Maximum charge time from 2 seconds to 1.7. Okay, so you can leap faster. That's good. That's good. That's really good. It means he can leave fights faster and he can engage faster. Really good. Really good. In Hero Hulk form, reduce Gamma Burst cooldown from 8. That's his clap. 8 seconds to 6 seconds, and increase projectile damage from 70 to 74. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. That means he'll be able to do more damage, and not only that, he'll get it faster, which means his dives will be more consistent. Because a lot of Hulk's dive is, I think the combo is Exile, Clap, Punch, Punch, Punch. I think is what a lot of Hulks do. In Monster Hulk form, Hulk is now immune to launch and knockback effects. So he gets the Thing's passive. Yeah, okay. So he gets Unyielding Will. Is what it calls. I'll put a picture of it up on the screen, but it's basically like, it's not unstoppable like CC immunity, but it means you can't be launched up, launched down. You know, you can't be pulled off the map by Spidey, for example, or like that. You just stay in the same place. Here we go. Here we go. Here's a name we all wanted to see. Here we go. This guy. If there's anyone that I could describe as worse than Hulk, it would be this guy. I really don't know how Carcat managed to... Did he hit top 500 with Black Panther this season? I don't know. Regardless, Panther's offense and defense are slightly up. Okay. Slightly up. Alright. Slightly up, eh? Okay. Increase spear toss damage from 45 to 50. Gain 50% damage reduction during his ultimate startup animation. Oh, that seems pretty good. Surely, right? Surely that seems pretty good. Because he uses his spear like twice in his combo. Well, maybe once or twice. So he'll do 100 damage with it now as opposed to 90. And then his ult is also a lot more consistent. Because, I mean, if he's full HP, he'll essentially be immortal when he casts it. You can literally just go into the backline, cast it, start doing his shit. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. Ooh, Blade. This is really good. Okay, I'm starting to like these. Are becoming a lot. These are growing on me now. These are growing on me. The Emma change was a bit iffy, but that's like a. It's like a rock in a sea of diamonds. So yeah, the rest of these have been great. I'm liking this so far. I'm liking this a lot. Daywalker's threat level rises. Choose your weapon wisely. Okay, I like the sound of that. When wielding Hunter's shotgun, Daywalker dash new effect. Slow enemies by 40% for 1.5 seconds. Whew. And increase second hit damage from 20 to 50. Okay, so Daywalker dashes is obviously his dash, and he hits the enemy twice during it, and that will do a lot more damage now. That's great. So he now applies anti-heal with it, and he slows with it as well. Here we go. When wielding Ancestral Sword, Daywalker dash new effect. Remove slow effect from enemies, and apply 8% healing reduction per strike. Oh. 32% total if all hit for 3 seconds. Reduce damage from 15 to 8 per hit. 15 to 8, but he gets 32% anti-heal. Yeah, to be honest, right? That's a really good change. Do you know why that's a really good change? Because now his blade actually will be used. His blade will actually be used. Do you know what I mean? Like, because essentially the way I imagine it is, Obviously it does less damage, but regardless of the damage, whoever he's done this to, instead of like killing Blade, they won't be able to because they'll receive less healing. And Blade will just, I think his anti-heal and the reduced healing will just be enough. The thing is with Blade, I found a really funny image, I'll put it up on the screen. Blade is like the potential man of Marvel Rivals, right? It's always, Blade will be so good if he gets buffed, or Blade will be an elo terrorist if he gets buffed. But it's always if and when, but never is, right? That's the bottom line with Blade. And I'm not sure why they're so, like, scared of making him, or giving him, like, ultra buffs. Like, this is like, really nice, but I wouldn't describe it as an ultra buff, you know? Because he's still doing less damage with this. I'm not sure how many hits, okay. I mean, if he does 32%, 8 times 4, he does 4 hits with this, right? So he used to do 60 damage. Now he does 48. Actually, thinking of it like that, he doesn't actually do that much less damage. Oh no, he does. He does. It was, sorry, I can't do math. It's 32. Not. He does 32 damage now, not 60. So he's lost 28 damage on this. But the anti-heal, right, is really, really nice because I think he'll be in his Blade a lot more. Because the bottom line is, I think if you hit this Daywalker Dash on tanks, you can you can just keep the Blade and just keep the anti-heal, because that anti-heal on tanks will keep you up, and you just do it again because it lasts for 3 seconds. And then you can block and then do it again, you know. So there's a lot of plays to be had from this. Here we go. Reduce pellets fired per round of Hunter's Shotgun from 12 to 11. Okay, so that does less damage now for some reason. Damage fall off now starts at 15 meters. Was at 20 meters. At 30 meters, damage drops to 50% of base. Was 40%. Why? Why? Why make his shotgun do less damage? It's not like his shotgun was, like, you know, insane. Why would they make it do less damage? I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to make you use his Blade more. And considering he's called Blade, I understand this, but there's just little things I don't like. Maybe I'm just being cynical. Maybe Blade is going to be the best hero in the game next season. Maybe I'm just being cynical. But I don't understand why they would do this. I understand compensation is a thing, but I never see this compensation happening for a hero like Invisible Woman or Luna. I never see compensation for when they get buffed. I never see compensation. I saw Magic's compensation. Magic's still threatening, I suppose. Yeah, Magic. Is Magic threatening? No. We're moving on from Magic. Yeah, I think with this though, because both his oh, I see. So the damage from this, the lost damage from this is being circumvented into this. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll see how Blade fares in the new season. I think it's definitely going to be a brawl season with how many brawl characters they've buffed. Cap is a brawl, Strange is a brawl, Hulk is a brawl. Hulk and Cap are obviously brawl / dives. Panther's a dive, Blade is a brawl. Daredevil, here we go. The Devil of Hell's Kitchen gets a little less punishing. Conclusion from Blade, I think he'll definitely be better. For sure he'll definitely be better, but I want to see if these changes will actually make him, like, if you pick him, you don't have to, like, be under certain conditions to play him. You can just pick him whenever you like. I think. I want to see if that makes him this, and it makes him that. And if he does, then they don't need to change him. I think he'll be really good. Reduce Devil's Chain, high damage range, damage from 80 to 75. That's his, like, AoE damage thing. Reduce Devil's Throw single projectile damage from 32.5 to 30. Total from 65 to 60 on a single target. Reduce Fury gained from Devil's Latch when grappling a service from 2 to 1. Okay. Yeah, these are not crazy changes. There's no change to his survivability or anything like that. It's just he does less damage. Now, I hope that they have given the healers less like healing in order to do this, because otherwise Daredevil won't be that good anymore. Well, no, I don't think I'm saying that, because Daredevil I think will still be very, very good. But this means that in certain scenarios there's a tech with Daredevil where you grapple onto a hook and then you get bonus health by doing your throw. You can't do that anymore if you're on Zero Fury. So that's interesting. I think that it would be nice to see if Daredevil is perma-banned anymore. Probably still will be. I think people are still traumatized, but yeah, we'll see. Ooh, here's a big one. Here's a big one. Iron Fist. Lin Lee's strikes are slightly faster and harder. Increase Jeet Kune Do's fourth strike damage from 30 to 35. Increase Dragon's defense maximum duration from 1 second to 1.2 seconds. What is this? Are they serious? Is it did they think this was adequate? Iron Fist needs a lot more than this, dude. Fourth strike damage from 30 to 35 and increased Dragon's defense maximum duration. Okay, so he does more damage with his primary fire. This is his primary fire. And this is his block. Okay, I'm not complaining, right? He is bottom line better. He is better than he was before. That's for certain. He is better. Thing is, he needed more. I think in my opinion, he needed more than this. Unless I'm being small-minded, or like, yeah, small-minded. Yeah, we'll see. These are good changes, though. These are good changes. Doing more damage and blocking for longer means he'll be able to generate more overhealth, which means he'll either stay in the fight longer or he'll survive longer. Really good, because then when he gets the overhealth, he can probably move to attacking the tank. Or he can stay in the backline with his damage reduction in his empowered form. So yeah, overall, very good. But I would have liked to see a bit more. Maybe like less percentage damage and more like actual damage, like pure damage on his empowered form, just to get the ball rolling. You know what I mean? Like that's where he gets. Well, that was where he was supposed to get most of his damage from when he was like, you know, doing super fast punches. But that's not really where it comes from anymore. Well, it is, but he gets it from tanks and not from squishies. Regardless, good change. Good change. Little underwhelming, but good change none the same. Namor, more power in his base form, but his team up is toned down. That's good. Yeah, Namor I fear has been like the team up guy for like his entire existence. First it was the ice ice squid, then it was the gamma squid. I still have PTSD from the gamma squid. That thing was like the Death Star laser. And then the Hella Squid, which we have now. Although I think this is the weakest iteration of the team up. I'll be honest. Like the Hella Squid, more power in his base form, but his team up is toned down. Reduce aquatic dominion time for a single charge from 12 seconds to 10 seconds. I think that's his. No, what is that? What is aquatic dominion? I don't know. Increase default monster spawn health from 100 to 125 and damage from 17 to 18. Increase enhanced monster spawn damage from 11 to 12. That must be what they add on. So it must be... They used to do 29 damage, now they do 30 damage? Sorry, they used to do 28, now they do 30 damage per hit. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, they'll stay like... They'll stay active for longer, especially if you put them in a high place. Enemies might not be able to see him, and really good for. He'll be a good flanker now, much better. I should say, much better flanker now than he was before, because this will make it so that they can't shoot down the squids faster. And since he's a 270 HP here, they can't shoot down you as fast either. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Good change. Although I feel like Namor is like a very dishonest character, but we'll just allow it for now, you know. We'll allow it. Maybe this is to counter all the upcoming dive that's coming up. Iron Fist, Blade, Black Panther, I think. Hulk as well, Cap, yeah, lots of brawl happening, lots of brawl. Very good. I love it. Bring on the brawl. Bring on the brawl. Okay. Tai and Tandy's support is getting a shake-up. Healing and flexibility updated. Reduce Dagger Storm healing from 45 per second to 55 per second to 45 per second, so that's a bubble, a shield bubble. New effect. When a spell field is created, allies in range get a one-time healing of 60. When a spell field is created, allies get a one... Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I understand. So that could be like a... That could be an anti-dive. that could be literally like you're about to die and you just put the bubble down and suddenly you would get 60 heals. That's pretty good for her survivability. I like that. That's really good. Veil of Light Force and Terra Cape adjustments. These two abilities now share charges, capped out at 2, with each taking 12 seconds to recharge. After using either, both abilities enter. Okay, so you can use one and then use the other, or use two of the same. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, yeah. That's pretty good, I like that. These two I think will be a lot better now. I'm not sure if they'll be as good as the big two. I should say the big three, but I don't think Loki's on here now. But yeah, I think this will definitely make them a lot better. And considering how many, like, there's just a monstrous amount of C and D mains that I see in ranked, I think this will be a worthwhile change, because then they won't be throwing if they're playing C and D, if you know what I mean. Not to say that they were, but I'm just saying, you guys. Oh, never mind. Gambit. The King of Cards takes a hit to his healing and ultimate. Yes. Put him into the dirt. Push him into the dirt, GUANGGUANG. Put him down. Reduce big, easy impact healing amount per explosion from 25 to 15, total from 75 to 45. I think that's his dash. His dash plus heal. So he used to heal 75, now he only heals self heals 45. Okay, cool. That's pretty good. Reduce Raging Royal Flushes healing from 75 per second to 55 per second. That's his ultimate. Yeah, that's good. That means you can kill someone. You can kill someone in Gambit's ultimate, including Gambit himself. A lot quicker. Bridge boost bounces on a single target are now set to a maximum of 2. Okay, so that means that you can't hit the whole team with bridge boost. You can only hit a maximum of 3 players. So 3 other players will not get the healing boost or any heals from the ability. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Maybe I would have liked to see a bit more, like maybe making his dash cooldown a bit longer. I don't know. Or the thing is, it's really hard to kill a Gambit when he's in his ult. I understand doing this. Or like, I suppose just to kill the people who are empowered by Gambit's ult. Because when you are in a Gambit ult, you're basically invincible. To be honest with you, like you'll just do too much damage to them, and they won't do enough damage to you. I think is the bottom line. But I think this will try to change that. I think. Yeah, that's a good change. You can't. I think we should take the wins where we can get them. I think is the best way to describe this. You know, they're actually nerfing supports. Has that ever happened? I don't remember. Regardless, really good change. Here we go. Here, the fabled. Can I say this? In Visrael. Right. Let's see. Sue Storm is a little less unbreakable and her protection a little less potent. Yeah. Yes, finally, dude. This is what we needed. This is what everyone needed. Everyone needed this. Everyone. Reduce shield restoration rate after reclaiming from 42. Reduce guardian shield value from 250 to 200. Great change. Fantastic change. See what I did there? Reduce shield restoration rate after reclaiming from 42 per second to 34 per second. Total chime unchanged. Oh. Okay. Alright, whatever. Reduce Guardian Shield healing to Invisible Woman from 50. Perfect, perfect. This is great. This is great. So not only can you get rid of the shield faster, she'll be less tanky when it's in front of her. This is amazing. This is amazing. Because now I think she's a lot more perceptible to being dived because it's easy to break her shield, and when you break her shield, even when she's around her shield, she'll be getting healed less. Perfect. Very good. Rocket Raccoon. I wasn't expecting anything to happen to Rocket. Rocket's on a bit of a slowdown. Reduce movement speed doing his wall climb from 10 meters per second to 8 meters. Oh man. Oh, this is. Oh, that means Rocket is a lot harder, a lot easier to catch now. I remember whenever a Rocket is near a wall, you can never really catch him. Like he'll just weasel his way around the map, and you'll never catch him. Never, unless you're on a character like Hela, where you can shoot him down. I don't think you'll ever catch him. That's it. That's it. Okay. We'll look at the team ups. I don't really care about the team ups though. This was a really good patch notes. I think they addressed the problems they needed to address. Some like strange things like this Emma buff. I'll never stop talking about Emma being a stupid ass tank that I really hate. This blade change seems interesting. I would be very interested to see how well he fares now with this anti-heal effect. I hope it makes him good. I really do. Daredevil nerf, Iron Fist buff, as well as Hulk and Cap buffs will probably make this a meta for Brawl to be, and Strange buffs of course, probably make this a meta for Brawl to be much more powerful. Much more powerful, and I'm all for that. I am all for that. Because I think Brawl is really fun like aspect of the game, and I don't think like, you know, back and forth poke battles are the way this game needs to go. I think buffing Brawl is such a good idea, and I fully support it. Right, that's all the patch notes I have for you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll give a shout out to who wanted a shout out. I'll just shout out everyone. Vortex Darius, Building Moment, Haroldinho, and why not Trustgod 2. There we go. See you guys later.